What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. So, we're going to go over the producer's letter right now. I don't think there's two... Well, first let's translate this to our semi-good English. There's not a ton here. You know, there's really just a few things to go over, but I do think there are a few important things to go over, just so people can be prepared for it in the future. So pretty much the three things to go over: future updates, June delivery schedule, and about teach me and manage. So stuff for future updates. Okay, so let's take a look. So everyone playing Tales of the Rays, hi. Okay, so producer. The second joint event with Asteria is being held. If you're going to do it the second time, I want to do what we couldn't do last time. And I'm sure there's going to be another one. You know, assuming both mobile games are still around next year, which I'm assuming they will be. Asteria is just very cheap to manage, so it's not hard. Like, if you've ever played Asteria, you know, it's pretty much just the cards. Like, I'd say the most expensive thing are two things in Asteria: the cards and the voice lines. Those are probably the most expensive things, you know, just getting the artwork done, because it's definitely not the gameplay and graphics, because there really aren't any gameplay and graphics. It's really just, you have the characters on the screen, and you just kind of see them do a quick, like, jab attack. And then when it's the mystic arts, there's just flashy colors in the background while you hear the characters say their mystic art. So, Asteria's not going anywhere, I'm sure about that. And then Ray still has a very long life ahead of it. So I'm sure we'll get a third Asteria collab, which, if they do a third one, I'm sure they're going to want to do fan favorite stuff, you know, like Lord of Calamity, Saray. Who else could they do? I mean, obviously all the characters in the new arc. Keel has a new look to him. Luke has a new look to him. So there are plenty of options to kind of do that stuff with. Anyways, I got kind of sidetracked right there. Yep, they're talking about Ori being added to the game, and then the boss that we're currently fighting in the event. The parade thing is really cool. I like that. But, yeah, so that's pretty much what they're talking about there. So let's talk about future updates. So, late June, adjustment of best heroes. That's the new mode where you take in a team of 4 characters and just see how fast you can deal with enemies before the time runs out. I guess they're going to make some differences to critical. Late July, so the end of July, common base characters. Okay, so this was mentioned in the last producer's letter. Or it may have been mentioned. They had like a midway producer's letter when the collab started. So I've talked about this before, but in case you don't know, they made it so the most recent set of form changes, you know, the one we got for Asbel, the one we got for Edna, etc., are able to either be used on the form change version of the character or the old version of the character. So this update in late July is going to make it so all the old form changes can be used on either one. So Gaius, you know, Lloyd, Yuri, Milla, all of those will be able to be used on either the normal version or the new version. Now, obviously, they are not going to go as far as to make it so they're wearing their outfit during that Mirage Art. It's going to be kind of how it works with these ones. So, like, when you use Asbel, for example, when you activate the Mirage Art, he's not going to be wearing the costume that your normal Asbel is wearing. He's going to be in the form change version of the outfit. So that's the only stipulation with that. But I think it's still fine. It's mostly for a gameplay thing. So let's say you only have one Mirage Art for Asbel. Like, you have his normal one and you have his form change one. So at least that way you can put both on normal Asbel. And kind of make sure that works. Obviously, you can't put normal Mirage Arts on the form change version of the character, though. Okay. August to September. You know, they haven't fully decided, so this can change. Countermeasures for Unison Attack Neglect. What this means is there are a lot of people who just set the game to auto in Unison Attack. That's the co-op mode that happens every other weekend or sometimes every weekend. They want to have some kind of way for it to work if there are people who just leave it on auto, because if you just leave it on, if you're someone who leaves it on auto and you go and do something and wait for it to end, you know, when your Mirage Art gauge fills up, I've seen players when I'm playing it that just don't activate their Mirage Art. So I'm wondering if they'll implement something to where, you know, maybe the Mirage Art just automatically activates when the gauge fills up, which isn't the best option, but it's better than nothing. Repair friend gacha. I've been wanting them to change the friend gacha forever. Either make it so we can use all the friend points we have at once to just do all the summons, get it out of the way, because I get tired of the friend points filling up my box, every week and a half. Or just make it so people want to actually summon. Add more stuff in there. Maybe put like base Mirage Arts for every character who was included in Arc 1. Maybe something like that, but we'll have to see. Change of friend logic, display at time of quest. We'll have to see what that means. They're probably going to explain it down here. Timing undecided. Repair of spirits. They're still talking about that. They want to change something with spirit gears, kind of like how, I don't know if it's how you obtain them or what have you, but they still haven't decided when that's going to happen. And new development. This is going to be related probably to when the arc ends. I have been told that in a previous producer's letter, I must have missed it, that, they at least plan for this current story arc to go past the 6th anniversary. So I don't think we're going to see a new development just yet, but there is going to be something else that starts once Last Cradle is over. Like, the game's not just going to shut down or anything. All right, let's take a look. Adjustments, best heroes, and critical. Okay, so this is talking about, the new tower mode. Adjustments, magic mirror during critical. Okay, so they're going to make it so you kind of... I heard about this. So there's going to be more damage if you're in, like, critical mode. Which, makes sense. But even more so in this specific game mode. But it'll depend on the enemy and what element they are and stuff like that. Yeah, they want to make sure critical is not interrupted while in that, okay? Adjustment of damage calculation formula when critical occurs. Okay, so they're just making a bunch of adjustments to kind of how stuff works in Best Heroes. Okay, so let's take a look down. It doesn't look like they're talking about... Okay, maybe it'll be further down here. No, it doesn't look like they mentioned anything down here about what, change of friend logic. I guess whenever we get closer. I'm wondering if it means, like, maybe there will be more options. People can set multiple friends at once. There's a lot of gacha games I play where you select one of every element. So it would be cool if Ray's added something. So we have the different animas. We've got brown, yellow, red, blue, purple, and green. We have and then, of course, rainbow. So we have 7 total colors. So it'd be cool if you could just set one for each color. Now, obviously, it wouldn't cover every single game, but then you could be like, okay, the next event is going to be Destiny related. So you have to set a red character for that. If it's going to be solely Destiny. If it's going to be a rainbow event, then you can set whoever you want. That kind of thing. It'll also help people who are going through the story, and the story will have specific elements. They'll be able to find a character with the color that's actually going to be helpful. So that'd be pretty cool if that's what they're referring to. Now, so before implementation... Okay, so these are the form change characters that you'll be able to use their form change mirror chart on either normal or the form change version. So Raven, Cress, Earhart, Yuri, Lloyd, Milla, and Gaius. There you go. Very easy to kind of go through that there. Which actually, this will be really good. For me, I need another mirror jar for Gaius. I think that'd be really useful. Earhart, I'm probably... Crest, I would probably use hit... Well, I don't have it, so I can't... That's the one form change I actually don't have. I didn't pull a 5-star or a mirror jar for him, so I literally don't have him unlocked, which really bothers me. If he ever comes back on, like, a paid thing, I'm doing the paid thing. At least until I get his 5-star. Because I just don't like having a missing character in my character selection screen. Here is the order for everything that's coming this month. It's pretty much what you expect. So the first event is going to be Oscars edition, with these 3 getting seasonals and the kind of like Phantom Thief-esque thing. And then it looks like on 6/24... Well, what's 6/24? So that's next weekend. So the weekend following this event starting, they're going to have a co-op that's Berseria related. So pretty cool there. And then, of course, we will have the Lloyd... final mirror jar with the new mirror jarts for Kratos, Rain, and Genis following, around the 30th. What's 7/1? Is that a weekend? That's a weekend, so it looks like they're just going to have another main character. Unless this is something totally different. Oh, wait, no. This is it. Okay, so on... What is this? There must be some special event that's going to be starting right here. Maybe it's like with the tower. Oh, this might be the tower. This might be like a new tower thing. Maybe they'll explain it down here. I have no idea what this is. I know this is obviously going to be the next co-op to go with the Symphonia event. It's just going to be Symphonia and Tales of Symphonia Ratatosk, or Dawn of the New World as we know it in the West. They will be the characters you use for that co-op. Okay, so let's take a look at everything here. Seasonal event, Oscar participation, Phantom Thief versus Detective. Yeah, they have they have Phil basically dressing up as Sherlock Holmes. It's pretty funny. Tales of Berseria, First Class Anti-Demon. I mean, we know what were they called in oh god, what were they called? I forget what the Teresa and Oscar's position was. Praetor? Praetor of the Abbey, is that what they were called? I think that's what they were called, at least in English. Okay. Very, very cool. Yeah, Phantom Thief, Oscar, and Teresa. Detective Phillips. Yeah, okay, it'll be funny. Because it was followed by an anniversary celebrations, collaborations, and final events, it'll be a genuine seasonal event that'll be held. Yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten a normal one. Very cool. Oh, they were saying, they're basically saying how Oscar and Teresa had a very sad ending in Berseria. So in this world, they want them to be happy, which I'm totally fine with, And hopefully Oscar can get, I don't want to step on any toes, upset anyone. But I feel like Oscar could have been treated a lot better in Berseria than he was, is all I'll really say with that. So hopefully in Raise, he can get a little bit more love. The joke is always, and I've made the joke too, that, Oscar, Flynn, and Guy all kind of look similar, so it'd be funny if they eventually did, like, an event like that. It's just, like, all three of them get new, mirror jarts, but they're, like, dressed up as each other or something. I don't know, I think it'd be funny. Alright, final event, Lloyd's, final appearance. Obviously not final appearance, it's just his final mirror jart. Lloyd's final magic mirror will appear at the end of the road Mythos did not choose. Yeah. So, very cool. Obviously, Refil is Rain's Japanese name, but Genus and Rain, crossover magic mirror. And then something that, maybe not everyone who played Symphonia was paying too much attention. The artwork for Kratos is if you do choose the Kratos route. If you know what that means, there are basically two routes you can choose towards the end of the game. There's the Zealous route and the Kratos route. If you choose the Kratos route, he basically stays with you for the rest of the game. So that's what his are. So I assume when Zealous gets his overray, he'll probably get artwork from the Zealous route, or they might just keep the Kratos route and show us what happens to Zealous during that. Okay, so they have nothing to really kind of teach about here. Okay. Isn't the workup lineup a bit biased after the 6th anniversary? I would like to hear. Okay. First of all, I'm sorry about the fact it was a biased impression. So they're talking about how Arise kind of like, towards the 6th anniversary, we've gotten so much Arise stuff. Like even before the 5th anniversary, there was just so much, kind of going on there. Lots of collaborations were going on. Yeah. So we're playing a lineup that involves multiple works at one event. Hopefully it can be resolved. As a goal for the term, I would like to make the anniversary of the following works in some way. So they're talking about the specific anniversaries for the games. There's a lot. So Arise's 1st anniversary, is this going to be this year? Tales of Xillia 2, 10th anniversary, Innocence 15, Destiny 25th, and Destiny 2 20th. So they want to kind of have like specific events for at least all 5 of these around the time of their anniversaries, which a lot of them are close together, so it's going to be kind of hard. But I would say this at least tells us Arise is going to have a little bit of a break, probably until September, since it released in September of last year. But for that, I kind of expect, maybe they'll add Volron, and then we'll get like overrays for Alphen and Xion, and then maybe like a decisive mirror jart for like Law Rinwell or something. We'll have to see how that works. Spirit costumes and final events. Even though the lineup of unimplemented crossover magic mirrors at festivals is congested. The desire to okay. There are some works that have decreased due to timing issues, but I will definitely follow them. So please wait for the follow-up report. Okay, there's nothing really too much at the end there. Very interesting. They don't mention. I feel like because it's probably gonna be a very big surprise here in about 2 weeks when they drop the next PV, and it's gonna have probably Christoria on it. They already teased what Kanata's Mirage artwork was gonna look on the last like kind of live stream that they did, where they talked about Rays. So we at least know Kanata at the bare minimum will be at it. I still think it's gonna be Kanata Mizella Vicious this year, and then next year, since it is a mobile game, I think they're gonna be treated the same. Probably. So next year, around July, will be the other three, Yuna, Aegis, and Orwin. And then I've had some people ask about Luminaria. I really can't give an answer as to what I think they're going to do. Because when Luminaria was first coming out, they got asked on live streams like, oh, do you eventually plan to do collaborations with Luminaria with the other Tales games? And they did say, that they do plan to eventually bring them over, but with it not lasting like 6 months, I don't know if they're going to do anything with Luminaria. Even unlike Christoria, they haven't even mentioned, planning to do something extra. I know they had like the final chapter come out that they were planning to do in Luminaria, and I know now it's just like a waiting period till the game shuts down in a month. But I really don't, even if they do decide to do Luminaria, there's 21 characters, and mobile games always get treated with this whole, we'll add stuff once a year thing. And they're not going to add, at most, they would do 4 characters per year. So it would still take a minimum of like 5 or 6 years for them to add the entire Luminaria cast. So even if they do Luminaria, I don't think they'll add everyone right away. Like, I think they would probably just do the big names. And, from what I know of what I played of the game, I think the most popular characters that they would probably go with would probably be Leo and Hugo, and then probably like Alexandra. Who would be the fourth? I really don't know about a fourth one. Maybe Celia. Maybe Celia would be like a fourth character. Have the trio, and then, put Alexandra because she was really popular. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this producer's letter. I said it was pretty short, but there was still quite a bit to talk about, so that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you're excited for in the future. If these 5 games are stuff you look forward to, I would save. I don't know what they're going to do for Xillia 2, because obviously Kyle already... Or not... I meant Destiny 2. Destiny 2, we already got Kyle's final Mirage art, so maybe they'll do like a final Mirage art for Riala. Maybe some overrays for some characters who don't have it, or just decisive Mirage arts, because... Really, a lot of the Destiny 2 cast, because you've got most of the Swordians are classified as Destiny 2, so you can give them some new stuff, since really, like, none of the, Dimlos, Shaltier, Atwhite, none of them have seasonals or anything. As far as I remember, they might. I don't think they do, though, so it would be nice to kind of give them stuff, and then, of course, regular Destiny, it would be nice to get some stuff for some characters, some decisive Mirage arts, for maybe, like, Chelsea and whatnot, or Woodrow. Innocence definitely needs some love. Xillia 2. I guess final Mirage art for Ludger, and give some other characters some stuff, maybe some... And then, of course, we have some Spirit Gears probably on the horizon in July. I think July is most likely going to be like, okay, first event will probably be Christoria. Second event will probably be a Spirit Gear event for some trio. I don't know if they'll do bosses again or what have you. Maybe they'll do another set of bosses, since we have quite a few boss characters now. And then the third one, maybe just some kind of random seasonal. It's kind of slow things down next month. But that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.